Good morning. Unreservedly. David asks, is there anyone still left of the house of Saul to whom I can show kindness for Jonathan's sake? 2 Samuel chapter 9, verse 1. Now, the scripture reflects King David's compassion and loyalty and his commitment to honor his covenant with Jonathan. That was Saul's son. David inquires if there's any remnants of Saul's house to show kindness for Jonathan's sake, highlighting the importance of loyalty and the fulfillment of promises made. Now, this act of kindness extended beyond revenge. It showcased David's desire to extend grace and mercy even to those who may seem to have been adversaries of his. The passage emphasized the significance of honoring relationships and promises, reminding us of the transformative power of compassion and the importance of extending kindness to others. Now, in the story, David, he met an infirmed grandchild or ill or handicapped grandchild of Saul's, and his name was Mephibosheth. Now, because of Saul's cruelty to David, Mephibosheth, something like that, he would have been an unlikely candidate for David's favor because Saul was so cruel to him. So why would he extend mercy to Mephibosheth? Well, David had the heart of God, though. And for the sake of his friend Jonathan, David granted him Mephibosheth a regular seat at his table, as well as his grandchildren, his grandfather's entire estate. He just opened it all up to him and let them just do as they wanted and be in that place. Whereas ordinarily, you wouldn't have had a seat there. But he opened up that entire estate and gave him servants if they needed them. He extended luxurious favor upon one who could not possibly benefit him. He could do nothing for David. But he didn't think of himself. He thought of his friend. It is true. God is quizzically kind and compassionate to all, regardless of how they stand with him, and we know that to be true. Now, although we may feel that you have let God down or have little to offer God, Jesus invites you to feast at his table every day. He welcomes you to stay in his presence so you will enjoy the lavish care he continually gives you. Y'all know what's going on down there. Now, David reflected on a desire to extend kindness to those who are often overlooked and marginalized. It's not just about a personal gain, but it was rooted in the covenant of friendship with Jonathan. His actions encourages us to uphold our commitments, extend kindness beyond expectations, and remember and honor the positive influences of people of the past. Unreservedly. Now that means to express feelings or opinions completely without any doubts or reservations. An example would be like someone apologizing. She apologized unreservedly for what she had done, which would mean she expressed regret without hesitation. She didn't say, well, I'm sorry, but. No, without hesitation, I am truly sorry. Now, how many of y'all could do that? Open up your home, or in this case, this big old kingdom or whatever, to somebody who just had treated you so bad. And you didn't just open it up to them, you opened it up to extended relatives, people you didn't even know, and people that wouldn't even measure up to you. Now, this Mephibosheth, I didn't dig into it to see what type of illness he had, but he wasn't somebody that could offer him anything. What could he offer King David? He had everything. But in an effort to keep his word, to keep his promises, to remain loyal, he did this, and he opened it up to anyone. He said, is there anyone still left of the house of Saul? That was anyone. Y'all that welcoming? It's hard, especially when people do you wrong. You got like a couple good times to talk about me bad and it's over for us. That's how we operate. But this pointed out that we should be unreservedly in our feelings towards showing kindness to other people. We're not going to do it because they've been good to us. That's easy. The hard part is when you know you've been wronged. And here I am about to welcome you into my home, so to speak, to my calm space. I'm good. No, thank you. No, thank you. That's how we are. What an example David showed here of showing favor, extending kindness to others when it definitely wasn't deserved. That's some sort of transformative power for real. Because Saul was cruel to David, and then David's going to open up his place to everybody. But David reflected a desire to extend kindness to people, especially those that were often overlooked. What can you do today? What could you do? We see people every day that have less than we do. Not that we have a whole lot, but there are people that have even less. Now, do you offer to help, or do you say, well, I ain't going to give you nothing because you're just going to go buy some more beer or whatever? We're passing judgment. And even if it wasn't someone like that, just knowing someone needed, are you willing to help? If we're trying to be more God-like and Christ-like, that's exactly what we would do. We should express feelings and opinions that are totally in line with what God has encouraged us to do. We're to forgive one another. It's hard, but that's what we're told to do. And we don't do it to people that have something to offer to us. That's easy. You do for me, I do for you. But when you're getting nothing back, and when nobody can see it or nobody knows about it, are you that eager to help people? Are you unreserved in your help? Not passing judgment. Not saying, I need this myself. But are you eager to help? God is compassionate to all of us. He shows that daily by forgiving us for the many silly things we do. Because we do all those silly things, and in spite of the fact that we do all those silly things, we're still welcome at the table of God. He welcomes us to stay in his presence. If there was no food at all, what a lavish opportunity that is still, to be in the presence of God, to be favored by God. Now, we know what we do. We know what we've done in the past. Do you feel you deserve something like that? And yet, this is exactly what David was offering. He was extending this sort of kindness. I guess you got to ask yourself, though, are you that type of person? Can you do that? It's hard for a lot of us to do that, and especially towards those that are so ugly to us. And we don't have to go out our way and be like, oh, well, silly. I know you kicked me down 15 times, but I'm here again to ask you, do you need anything? That would be just ridiculous. Just move on. Just move on from that. If something is not being resolved, move on. But if there is something that you can do to assist your brother, your sister, your friend, whoever, and you're not doing it, You're going to be judged for that. We're going to be judged, but not for bad stuff. We want to be judged for a pure heart, for showing kindness, for showing, extending love, for extending grace to people. These are some of the things we want to be known for. Not for wilding out, acting a fool, saying no and forget you. We got to get it together. If we want to be more Christ-like, we have got to get it together. The Bible's telling us what we need to do. Is there anyone still in the house of Saul whom I can show kindness to for Jonathan's sake? Good morning, y'all. How's it going? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Okay, so yesterday, the house still a mess. It's still a mess. I didn't do that. But I did cook those nachos, and I did watch The Daughter. I think it's something like that on Prime Video or Amazon or whatever. It was a little short series. My daughter had told me about it. It was good. So don't get caught up like me and just be there all day like, what? Ooh. Okay, don't do that. If you got something to do, don't do that. But if you don't have anything to do, The Daughter on Amazon, that was good. So that's what I did. I laid around, I messed with Marley, trying to keep his little foot bandaged and cleaned and everything, because since I'm off, we're not really off, but I'll be home for this period of time, I'm trying to get this stuff healed up. I had just kind of gotten it healed when I went out of town. And because I was gone, you know your little boy over here. Now, the thing about it is it could have been much worse. But Linda did the same things that I did. You can't be there constantly watching him. But she cleaned it like 3 or 4 times a day as well. So it wasn't that bad when I got home, but it's still not right. And he's still biting at it. So I keep trying different things, and I got the top of it. So I got this part good, but it's the sides that I wasn't aware of at first, like right here on each side. I wasn't aware that there was some issue, that was the main issue. So he chewed that up pretty good. I'm trying to keep the child with his foot. He's still trying to bite it. He's better though, because before it was just aggravating him so bad he could not stop biting. And now he's just every now and then trying to bite at it. So I did that. I did no cleaning whatsoever. But I woke up at 4 this morning and I was like, yeah, I'm going to get up, and I'm going to clean this hall closet up, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do... Well, I hadn't done it yet. Maybe after my cup of coffee. Because y'all know I love a good cup of coffee. Did y'all see that video that I sent yesterday? I posted, and I said that I had to walk 10 miles and through the snow and up hills and around the corners and valleys or whatever. I ain't joking. Only thing I joked about was snow. There was no snow. But when I tell you the amount of stairs, the winding roads, the uphills, the downhills, it just was ridiculous. But when I say that was the best cup of coffee I had had in a long time, and y'all know I'm a coffee person. And the environment was so pretty, because you know I love environment. I love how things look, the appearance, I just love that. Had all these plants. You know I'm a plant girl. I love plants. Had all of it, all of that. So I sat down and shut up, because sister was just mad, tired, out of breath, sweating, all the things. We made it, and it was good. And like I thought, we could have gone a different way that was not with heels, because that's the way we went back. Well, not stairs. I mean, there were some inclines, but it wasn't all those doggone stairs. I ain't saying I don't need exercise. I'm just saying I don't need it all in one day. That's all. But anyway, so you saw that video. And I was not joking about the other video I put out, that when we got into Prague and we had to go through customs, there was a line as soon as you got off of the airplane. Well, I didn't know what that line was for. So I'm thinking, go to the bathroom, and then we'll exit and go get the luggage and stuff and go. Oh, and we all traipsed our behinds to the bathroom, and somebody could have been in that line, but we didn't know. That was where the line started as soon as we got off that airplane. The wraparound video that I showed you did that line no justice. That line was ridiculous. And we stayed there and waited and waited and waited. And what was bad was they made me check my bag because there was limited space on the aircraft going over, from London to whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't have that. I just had that bag that I carry so that I can bring back souvenirs. Now, somehow, that bag is full of stuff already. We hadn't even started the vacation. But okay, who knew we would be waiting in line that long? That bag was over here, that bag was over here, that bag was on my toes because I refused to set a bag on the ground. So it just was so ridiculous. And then finally we got out of there. But that was no exaggeration. That length of time was about that length of time. And that line wrapped and wrapped and wrapped and wrapped around the building. It's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way. But after that, everything was fine. And I'll share more videos with you because I got lots of pictures, lots of things to show you. But I just wanted to mention those since I shared them last night. Anyway, whatever it is you're going to do today, have fun with it. Have a great day. If it's just rest and do nothing, then do that. It's okay to do nothing. Especially nowadays, we do so much. So, if you don't want to do anything, you don't have to. Sit back and watch The Daughter. That was a good movie, though. Or a good series, or whatever you want to call it. Above all, like we always talk about, be kind. You don't know what people are going through. And around this time of year, they're going through quite a bit. Barely making ends meet. Same here. Barely making ends meet, but, they're being met, so there are no complaints on just whatever it is. But you don't know the mind frame these people are in because it's very stressful to not have enough to do the things you need to do. So don't go out adding to that. Be kind wherever you can be kind. Just don't be rude to people. It's just unnecessary. I'm not saying you can't check somebody. People sometimes need to get checked. I said it. I said what I said. Sometimes they do. But in general, be kind where you can be kind. Show forgiveness, show grace, show mercy. And remember, whatever it is that you keep holding yourself hostage to, God has forgiven you for it. So move on. Get over it. Don't make the same mistakes again. Just like, think about it. Do you want your children to do that? When they were younger and they made a mistake or whatever, you're not going to beat them down forever about that one mistake they made 10 years ago. Then that's what you're doing to yourself. Let it go. God has forgiven you already, so let it go. One time for the one time. One time for the one time. Hey, one time for the one time. One time for the one time. Hey. I love y'all. Seriously, I love y'all. And y'all have a great day.